Hel- Hello, this is Zubair back again with you. And in today's video, I would be discussing with you the course schedule that I would be following through the batch. In the first video, I just introduced myself and my mission that I would be providing free English online ACCA classes for the subjects MA1, MA2, and F2. In the last video, I have discussed all about that. And I told you that I would be discussing course schedule in the next video. Basically, in this video, we'll be discussing that course schedule. First of all, I would be telling you that I am providing you that this course schedule because I want not to confuse you in any of the point that if you are going through my lectures. For example, if any student is studying MA1, so he should know that the topic I am covering is related to either MA1 or MA2 or F2. So that if it's related from MA1, he can go through that video. But if not, he should leave that video. For example, my first chapter that I would be covering is cost classification. Basically, my first lecture from which I would start would be lecture one. I'm in part one of the chapter. Lecture one would be the part one of the chapter, that is cost classification. And what I have written in front of this, that if any student is related to MA1 or any student is covering MA1, he would have to go through this chapter cost classification that I would be giving the lecture. If anyone is from MA2 or F2, either of the three subjects, you can go through the chapter cost classification. I don't know how much part I would make for these videos, but maybe it would be 4 or 5 parts. I don't know that how much part I would be going through from to cover this whole chapter. But as much parts I would be going, every student of MA1, MA2, and F2 can take my lecture. But there is a topic that is called high-low method. That is a part of cost classification. Only this topic, only for this topic, I am saying that the student of MA1 doesn't need to go through this topic because it's not included in the course of MA1. But in case of MA2 and F2, he would have to take high-low method. Okay. So first lecture, I mean, my first chapter would be cost classification, from which we would start. And before each video, before each lecture, I would be discussing with you the course schedule on this page, so that you can easily judge that how much course you have done and how much and you're going correctly through the course. Because if any of the student of MA1 study high-low method, I think it wouldn't be okay for him, because he's wasting the time, because he want to sit in MA1 exam and studying the MA2 or F2 topic. So I am clearing you first of all that the lecture that I would be giving on course classification, that is eligible for each of the subject. But in case of high-low method, when I would start high-low method, I would again mention that it's only relevant to MA2 and F2. MA1 students are not supposed to do that. But if they want to do that for knowledge or for the pre-preparation of MA2 or F2, he can do that. He is allowed to download that. But one thing that you are allowed to download, but you are not allowed to sell these lectures, as my mission is not to earn money from you. So I think it would be unethical if you are going to sell these lectures. Don't even try to sell these lectures. Yes, you can download it, you can share it with friends, but for free. You can give them the link of the YouTube channel, or you can give the downloaded lectures to them so that they can pass the exam. But in case of like, if you are going to sell these lectures, it would not make me happy, because my mission is not to take money against these lectures, but my mission is to uh, give you the support in three of these subjects. After cost classification, when I would be covering these the parts of cost classification, I don't know how much lecture it would be constitute. I maybe 4, 5, 6, 7. I would mention on Facebook. Sorry, I would mention on YouTube. And after that, once we go through this, I would go to the second chapter, accounting for material. But for that, First we have to cover cost classification, high-level method. After that we go to accounting for material. But for accounting for material, I would mention you, I would tell you that either which topic is related to MA1, MA2, F2. Uh, each student, every student from MA1, MA2, and F2 can't do the all lectures because maybe some of the topics of accounting for material may not relate to MA1 or MA2 or F2. So confirm it first that which lecture you have to take. I would make the playlist of MA1. I would make the playlist of one playlist of all lectures like that would be consisting of MA1, MA2, and F2, and I would make specific three playlists of MA1, MA2, and F2 in which there are specific lectures of these subjects differently, separately. So if you have any confusion related to the course schedule or any question you arised in your mind related to my points, you can contact me on WhatsApp. My WhatsApp number is 0092 332 8305452. Plus, if you want don't have WhatsApp and or you want to contact me on Facebook, my Facebook link is www.facebook.com/CEO Accountancy Hub. Basically that's my institute on which I am teaching but in local language, but accountancy basically. Then that's the link. You can contact me or message me, text me for any issue, or you can call me on this number. Or third thing is, if you have any issue, you can comment on the video under the YouTube video and you can resolve your issue. You can take screenshot of this. Just take a screenshot so that I can go to the point, pause the video and take the screenshot here. Okay, so if anyone have issue related to course course plan, you can contact me. And inshallah from next video I would be starting my chapter cost classification, and I am highlighting it. Wait, let me highlight it so that you are specified about the course and any problem doesn't arise. This chapter we will start and it would be eligible for each MA1, MA2, and F2. Okay, so we'll meet you in the next lecture. You should take care of yourself and remember me in your prayers, specifically. Allah Hafiz.